so I'm just gonna be doing like a rambling video right now because I was talking to myself about this earlier. Call me crazy, I know, but I was talking to myself about this, and I was just like, you know what, like this is something I kind of want to ramble about because it's like an interesting find that I discovered recently just now. So I was talking about how like why I like to watch people play the game. So if you know, you know, I love Corey Kitchen. Like Corey Kitchen is literally my favorite YouTuber of all time ever. And I've been watching him since I was like 11 or 12, and I'm 22 now. So it's been a long time, a little over a decade, right? And I rambled about this because my mother brought it to my attention. She was just like, what do you gain from watching somebody else play the game? Like, you're literally just watching somebody play the game like this. What do you gain from that? And I started to think, because I'm just like, why do I find so much interest and comfort and I'm just so intrigued with it. Like, why do I like it so much? To where that's what because he was literally on my YouTube replay. My top, I think the top 0.7 viewers. Like, I don't know, I viewed so many, I don't know, I just watch his videos over and over and over again. Like, I can never get tired of his videos. I don't care how old they are. I just rewatch them and rewatch them and rewatch them and rewatch them as if I've never seen it before because it's just so interesting to me. And I was like, why is that? Like, why do I like to watch people play the game? Because not only do I watch Corey, I watch like Berlisi, I watch his sister, I watch Dashy, I watch Boys, like all of them. Like, I just like to watch people play the game. Queso, all of them. So I was like, you know what, let me go back to when I started doing this, like what made me start doing this. So I remember when I was a little girl, I had lived with some of my siblings, and they would literally play the PS, the PlayStation or whatever, in my room. Now, they would literally play like all types of games. Like my sisters would play The Sims, and I was obsessed with The Sims for a while. But we're gonna get into that. Then my brother played, of course, like football and basketball. My sister played football and basketball too. And then my sisters played like this horse game. It was called like Pet's Horse or something like that. Pet Horse or something. Super duper interesting game, bro. Like, I remember like the stable catching on fire. Like, it was so interesting because even at those times, like video games back then looked so pixelated and so blocky. Like, the quality was trash, but it was still so interesting to look at. So then, as I got older, I started to watch like on my phone. I got a phone, and I would go on YouTube and I would watch like people play like The Sims, but not play The Sims. It was like they would like make like a fake storyline or like a fake movie, but with The Sims, or they'll do like music videos with The Sims. And this is how I knew I was into horror stuff because I would watch like The Sims, like vampires, or like The Sims, like it's like a horror short film, but in The Sims version. I don't know. So then I started watching a guy named Guava Juice. Guava Juice did a lot of like DIY videos. He would put like a bunch of Orbeez in his tub and stuff like that, crazy stuff like that. But once upon a time, like, he would play horror games. He had this playlist of just him playing horror games and stuff like that. So I watched that whole playlist and I was like, oh my gosh, like, wait, this is actually very interesting. Like, there's commentary. Like, I'm looking at him get scared. Like, like, this is like very interesting. So I was dating somebody in middle school at a very young age, 11, 12, crazy. But I was dating someone and I asked him and I was like, do you know anyone that plays video games, horror video games, or whatever? And he said Corey Kitchen, so thank you to him. He put me on the Corey Kitchen, and I have been on to Corey Kitchen ever since then. But it wasn't just video games that I like to watch people, like, you know, do playthroughs of. Like, I would literally like to watch people walk through haunted houses. Like, they would have like the GoPros or like the camera, and they would literally just walk through haunted houses. Or I like to watch people go through water slides. I like to watch people what was it? Not water slides, but I like to people watch people go on roller coasters. Like I don't know, it's just so much interest and so much comfort in seeing like in other people's eyes, if that makes sense. Like walkthroughs and playthroughs are so interesting to me. Like I can literally sit and watch someone go to a music park, no talking, like they're literally just vlogging on their GoPro, walking through the lines, getting on the roller coaster, riding the roller coaster, and that's the video. Getting in the lines, getting on the water slide, going through the water slide, and that's the video. No talking, like playing video games. I even when Corey would play certain games or whatever, if I liked the game so much, I would literally go to another channel and watch them do the walkthrough with no commentary. Like just watch the game play. Just watch the gameplay. And I think it has a lot to do with like the video game part, not the roller coaster water park and stuff. The video game part, I think is I just have so much interest in like animation for some reason, because one of my favorite animated movies is Coraline. And the reason why I like Coraline so much is not so much like the story. Like the story is really good. Like the storyline is good. It's interesting, whatever. But I like the claymation of it. Like I like the way the movie looks. It's so freaking interesting to me. So yeah, that was my ramble. That was my rant. And to this day, I will still watch Coraline like I've never seen it before. I'll still watch Corey videos like I've never seen it before. If I come across a roller coaster water park video, I'm gonna watch that. But then I started to, I guess, move into a more mature version of that, and I like to watch people. I like to watch people walk through houses. So like realtors, like record themselves, like showing houses, but on YouTube. I love those videos, especially when it's like millions. Oh my gosh, I don't know, just walking through stuff like houses, tours, amusement parks, abandoned places. And speaking of tours, I like to walk through so much, like in real life, like our IRL walk through so much. I started watching Sam and Colby. I was so obsessed with Sam and Colby at one point, like it was sickening. It was like I don't know. It's just I wasn't like, and of course I watch your average. I was like on the love side of YouTube too, like Dear and Ken, Chris and Queen, like I was on this side too, but like I had like my little niche, like my little you know personal interest, and it was watching people play video games, watching people walk through houses, watching people go on water slides, watching people go on roller coasters, watching people walk through haunted houses. Like that is something that I love to watch on YouTube, and I think that's why I love ASMR so much, because it's almost like visual ASMR, not so much the video game part, but like just when there's like no commentary and it's like walkthroughs and playthroughs and it's just quiet, or like you just hear the surrounding sounds. It's just like so therapeutic, so calming, so like you're just looking and you're just there. But anyways, that's my ramble. That's my rant. My foot is literally falling asleep. So, and I need to be going to sleep because it's like 4 in the morning. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope it wasn't, boring or like Janisha, like what the heck is this? But I will try to be more consistent this year, 2026. No promises though, because I am a very, very busy girl when it comes to work. I feel like I work every day. But thank you for watching this video. I hope you come back. Bye.